I'm sitting here with Bill. Now, Bill has all of these amazing trumpet players, trombone players, saxophone. Now, these are your kids.
Yes, two of them are mine. Christopher, the alto sax player, and Garrett, the trumpet player, are mine. And Joey is a good personal friend on the trombone.
Amazing. Now, how long have these guys been playing together? All their lives?
Yes, Christopher and Garrett started in kindergarten on the violin and played violin through the 6th grade when they switched over to their band instruments. And Joey's been playing the trumpet for his entire life.
Now, is this your first time at the Thin Man Watts Jazz Festival?
Yes, ma'am. It is our first time, and we're delighted to be here. Thank you for having us.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your time. Maybe a little bit later we can get a couple of minutes to talk with the guys.
That sounds great. Thank you so much for coming.
Great.
Thank you.
Starts off with Joey on the trombone here. Show him some love,
I am here with those guys. Can you tell me each your name, please, and your ages? You guys are pretty young, and you guys put on an amazing show. By the way, I want to say thank you.
Hey, I'm Chris, and I'm 20 years old.
I'm Garrett. I'm 17.
17.
Yep.
And I'm Joey, and I'm 16.
16. What got you guys driven into jazz? I mean, it's kind of an abstract age for you guys to be so interested and perform so well. What was your driving force?
My driving force, actually, when I was about 10 years old, I saw Kenny G perform live at the Florida Theater in Jacksonville. And after I saw that, I really got hooked on the jazz, and I was originally a violin player, and I went right from that to the saxophone. My dad played the saxophone, my grandmother played the saxophone, and my papa. So it was in the family, I heard the music, and I just felt like going after it.
That's awesome. So it's all in the family. I love that. And you?
I kind of started out when I was in middle school. I didn't really like honestly, playing the trumpet that much until I joined the jazz band in high school, in middle school. And that's why I really started like, hey, I can do a lot more than just classical music. I can express myself through my music and kind of have like a wild side to it. So that's kind of my story.
You guys are pretty awesome with some of your originals. I was really impressed to see what you guys are pumping out.
So music's always been in my family, and I've been around my family all the time. So that was always a really, really big, like, integral part of my family. And I don't know, I started playing in 6th grade, most like everybody else, and I think I heard a high school jazz band one time, and it really, like, it set me off. And I just started playing, and they called me up sometime this year, and I was like, sure, yeah.
Now, aren't two of you are brothers? These two are brothers. Now, how did you get with these guys? Have you guys just grown up together and always been friends?
Well, we were in the same county in high school, and then one time they were playing at a local restaurant, and I just happened to have my horn in the car. So they were like, yeah, come up and play, and I guess they liked it.
Now, you guys, like I said, your originals are fascinating. I'm really interested to hear more. Who is the facilitator for the originals, or is it a mutual thing?
Well, I originally we were a saxophone quartet, and we started out with a bari sax, a tenor, soprano, and alto. And that we did a little bit with that. We did some originals there. But then we gravitated to a alto, tenor, and trumpet. And we actually made what you heard, Peanut Butter and Jam. We were all sitting in a room one day, and we just played a track off the internet, and we started adding to it. Then we thought, this track is so cool, we have to make some structure to it. So we all threw in our own little part. I wrote the beginning, he wrote the middle, and then a former member wrote the end of it. And we just had a good time with it and just felt the music and wanted to make it our own.
I want to say thank you guys so much for taking the time out to talk with me. I know you guys are extremely busy. You're always playing everywhere. How often a week are you guys normally playing?
It usually can be from anywhere from 2 or 3 times a week to maybe 2 or 3 times a month. So it really depends on how active we are. Like if we're developing more music and all that, we tend to keep it on the lower side. But when we're ready to go out and show people what we got, we tend to do like 2 or 3 times a week.
Well, I have to say thank you guys so much for coming out and opening up the Thin Man Watts Festival. We greatly appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you soon.